So here is our final result. The meat is falling off the bone, and it's plated with mashed potatoes, Yukon gold mashers, and standing up high, some barbecue sauce. The meat has been braised to softness, and then it gets a little crispy outside. Beautiful jus on the bottom, and then we use the mushrooms, shallots, tomatoes, like a little combination of vegetables together as a ragout. So that's like a braised vegetable ragout, barbecue back ribs, beef back ribs. This is beef, so it's big. This is like a Texas dish. This is what I'm used to when I was in Texas. And then mashed potato. This is the mashed meat and potato dish, basically. Comfort dish. This is beautiful. When it's cold, it stands up high and it sends the statement. And then we're gonna eat it with the bread we made yesterday. And voila, this is beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous dish. A lot of flavor. See how those onions are caramelized? The sauce coating, meat. And the meat, as you can see, falls off the bone. Bon appetit. Welcome to Basic Cooking with Chef Ag now. Today we get some beef ribs, the back ribs. So this is not like the short ribs, these are the back ribs. So we're gonna sear them. We're gonna, with some flavors, garlic, shallots, mushrooms, herb garden, some tomatoes, some stalks. We're gonna sear them very good, then we're gonna braise them in this small pan. Cover it up tight. And that's it. We're just going to cook them until the meat falls off the bone. And that's, voila, very simple. So because they already have their own fat a little bit, I'm not going to put too much fat. Just a little drizzle of oil so they don't stick too much. But I do need them to stick a little bit though, so we can create the foam. So we can deglaze it with the stock and create a nice pan jus. So I'm going to sear them in each side, all over, to make sure I get the caramelization. Okay, now it looks like they've been seared all over. Now I'm going to add my shallots first, my garlic, mushrooms, so I'm just going to tomatoes. I'm going to turn my oven to 400 degrees. So now I'm going to add my stock. Every time you braise something, you need to have some liquid. Good to have some wine or some beer. This will do. A little bit of seasoning. Not too much seasoning because I'm going to add a barbecue sauce. So now we're going to go in. So we cover this up with the plastic wrap first. Then we're going to add aluminum foil. Be careful, it's hot. We're going to put this in the oven for like an hour. Now that the beef is in the oven, we're gonna cook some mashed potatoes. We're gonna make some mashed potatoes. So all you gotta do is peel the potatoes, cut them in half, put them in the water, and make sure you put some salt to it. Salt helps it cook quickly, get the water quickly to boil, and then you simmer them until they're soft, and then you're gonna add some butter and adjust the seasoning, and that's it. And you mash them. We're gonna mash them with the whisk. We're just gonna use this and mash them and make mashed potatoes. Voila, very simple. Now we're gonna take our beef off the oven. We wanna cover it now. So we're going to take the cover off. See how the plastic comes off with aluminum foil? It looks good. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take that garlic that's there because I want to cook it with, I guess, with the potatoes that I have here. They're almost done. I want to mash it with potatoes. So let's look for the garlic. So I took the garlic out of this. I took the meat out. I'm going to reduce this sauce. And then I'm going to brush the ribs with the barbecue sauce and cook them a little bit more. The ribs and the barbecue sauce are like a Romeo and Juliet. It's going to be so good. So I'm going to cover them on both sides. This is the barbecue I made. There's a recipe. There's a video in my channel about it. Just go to my channel, go to the section that has sauces in it. You're gonna find it. It's a homemade barbecue. It's really good. So this now is gonna cook with the barbecue flavor. Just want to make sure it's coated all over the place. You really want to make sure it's nicely coated. More barbecue, why not? So this is good. Take it out. We'll continue with this. Down. Down. Voila. So I'm gonna put it like this. Just cook it a little bit more. Now just put in low heat. I don't need to cover it up. Put it back in the oven. It's going to be crispy outside and soft inside. While that's happening, I'm going to reduce this sauce and I'm going to make my mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes should be done by now. Just check, yeah, they're soft. You gotta drain the water. This is all fun. Okay, so now I drained the water off the potatoes. They're dry. Let them sit for a while, and then I'm gonna add some milk with cream and some soft butter. Some salt. And I'm going to add some pepper. And I'm just going to mash it. Almost like whipped butter, whipped potatoes. And then I'm going to throw the garlic that I had from, it's been soft cooked, and mash it with it. Simple as that. Now we got a nice whipped potatoes. I'll give it a little taste. sure it's got enough seasoning and everything. It is perfect. So we get our mashed potatoes done. Just got to cover them up. We'll wait for our sauce to reduce a little bit, and then we're gonna do our plate. I think it's nice and moist. See how it's first. 1, 2, 3. Let's check for seasoning. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at that. This is beautiful. All right. So let's do the plate up. We have our plate here. Oh, we're missing our braised vegetables. That. Put them right here. Okay. So there's different ways to plate up, but I like people to see stuff. So here is the vegetable and mushrooms. Got shallots, garlic, herbs, tomatoes, mushrooms, that's plenty. Now we gotta do the potatoes. Nice butter potatoes. This is like a meat and potato dish. That's plenty. Now let's get creative a little bit. So we do one to show the ribs. I think that's plenty. Some barbecue sauce on it. Very simple. So you got some mushrooms, some onions, tomatoes, a little sauce reduction, pan sauce. You got potatoes, and we have a barbecue sauce. And voila. And we got a Yukon mashed cold potatoes. I think this is it. Bon appetit.